Alright, start streaming. Gonna play some Caddy Bree tonight, who is by far the most broken character in this game. Whoops. Yeah. Alright. So I played a little Caddy Bree so far. I have actually found a couple legendaries already, which is, I don't know if that's impressive or not, but it took me a lot longer to find legendaries for Drist. We're level 7, I've put all points in dexterity thus far. And normally I'd recommend going this feat tree first for the extra potion usages and things like that. But Caddy Bree doesn't need potions. She is by and far the most overpowered character in the game. Not very fun to play. But if you want to do any of the content in the game without, risk of dying, then this is definitely the character to use, and I'll show you guys why. So I think I did both of these, yeah. So every mission has an attribute shrine, except for the boss mission, so like Bangor Span here, or I guess the final axe for each chapter. Goblin Tower doesn't have one, at least not one that I've found. I did go through them a few times with Drist to find all the attribute points that I'd missed. So, with Caddy, I am now on this one.
Verbeeg and goblins had worked together to invade.
But yeah, Caddy Bree is just stupid broken. They need to fix a couple of things with her to make her a little more balanced, I think. Also, I don't think she's fun to play. She's probably not fun to watch either. But I want to get through her so I can get on to the fun characters, Wolfgar and Brunar. I did finish maxing out Drist off camera. I still need to grind up some gear for him. I want to get all legendary of the Dragon's Bane set. I didn't do all the missions with him either. But I'm going to try and get all the characters on the same page. And then once they're all maxed out, just kind of play them however I feel like playing them. But yeah, I haven't died once. Whoops. With Caddy Bree. It's really stupid.
Anuragan deserves better than to see Verbeeg cretins in the forge he built.
I knew there's red crystal back here. Or just crystal. Alright, I do need some money to upgrade my potions, even though I'd never need them. So the way the enemy AI works is they have a certain aggro range, and you can attack them with Caddy Bree outside of their range. So you never actually have to fight anybody, but for the few fights where they like spawn around you or whatever, they crawl out of those little holes and pits. She has a stagger. So I'll just show it here. So I just walk in here. Whoops. I didn't charge my attack all the way. Off to a good start. I hate that attack too. It's really easy to trigger that attack when you don't want to, but yeah. You one-shot basically everything. There's a couple enemies you don't. Alright. I played a little recklessly here. Because I just walked in. So if played right, you just walk in here and one-shot everything. Almost everything. At the very least, stagger everything. Like that, so.
The Verbeeg are guarding the back entrance to Anuragan's forge.
Actually, I think that's the most damage I've taken since I started playing Caddy Bree. So there's that.
Who wants to be first?
These guys guard do not help them at all, so I don't know if that's intended or not with the ranged attacks. But it doesn't seem like they can block my attacks. Just walk up, you one-shot them, and you just keep on going. Then, you know, if you do happen to take damage, you have a heal. Oh, there's money up there. I do need money. Well, I'm still trying to max everything out on her. I did play some high-level content with my Drist, who's level 20. So I was doing like the level, or tier 6 Ascendant difficulty stuff. With a group of people. That was really fun.
We're always working for someone else.
Yeah, it's a real kick in the shoulder.
I'm trying to kill that gatot.
So you do more damage the closer you are.
Just in time.
So it does pay off to get close.
From here.
And if you aim at their feet, more shots hit them. If you aim like right here, you don't do as much damage. Oh. Aim at their feet, and it controls the spread of your, You really don't want a melee attack. I've had to show off which feats I got. I got the feats to increase like the charged bow attacks and my crit damage. Things like that. Oh, I dodged out of the way in time. Now you can't dodge when your bow is charged up like this. That's really the only risk you take. And considering you one-shot everything, it's not really much of a risk. You just walk through like this. So, it's really dumb. Oh, what it is with developers making ranged stuff so powerful. Give the melee classes some love. Huh, an enemy spawned down here. I remember incorrectly. Alright, so for the shrine on this one, you have to find all these little puzzle pieces. You see them light up here. On those little dwarven sculpture heads. I think I remember where they're all at. I think it was the only one that I didn't have with Drist when I went back through and played all the levels with him. So I wanted to, I don't have to drop down here. I can just do this.
What if we don't?
You can do it with the other characters too. It'll take a lot longer because their range attacks aren't as potent. And she does have damage drop off at a distance. Like I said earlier, it pays off to get close. You do more damage. The charge attack can be a little finicky sometimes.
Won't be singing for much longer.
It's like if it's not actually holstered in the bow, it won't charge. Let's get him up here.
I see you out there.
Even trolls are a joke in this because you just keep staggering them away. Whoops. Not a big deal. It's not like I'm going to take any damage from this guy after that. Or I am. That was out of range. Also, the other characters, they all do have range attacks, so you could technically use the same strategy with them. But like I said, it'll take a long time. And trolls have regeneration, so they have a harder time. In fact, I don't think they can kill... Yeah, I don't think the other characters can actually kill a troll with their range attacks because of their regeneration. But Caddy Bree can.
Close, I'm gonna cower. Coil up.
For Battle Hammer!
I should have that one attack does stun, which is nice. So, it's not the worst thing in the world if you accidentally cast it. It does have a pretty short range, though. And you just keep doing this. It's not super exciting. Oh, he's gonna take 2 shots.
I'll bury you with that bow.
And boss fights are just as trivial. It's pretty ridiculous.
For battle hammer! You're a nasty fella.
I already cast that so they can't come at me. So we're in a kind of a confined.
Nice.
Trying to remember where the other 2 pressure plates are. Yeah, I think they need to... I like the fact that she does more damage the closer she is to enemies. I mean, that forces her... Not forces her, but encourages her to get closer to combat. I think they need to reduce the range on her attacks. Or something, so she can't abuse the AI. Or just fix the AI. But I understand, like, them not be able to go up on the other platforms.
That's my name. Your name is Blarm? I thought you were
That sounds like a teleport thing.
my seventh family. I hate Clay. Clang towns. Yeah, that sounds I see you, Archer.
Oh, crap. Forgot that this guy spawns here. I saw him spawn, but I forgot that it was, like, this enemy type. No, stupid fireballs. Come on, let me sprint. Let me sprint. Just execute off, so I don't have to worry about him anymore. Alright, now it's easy. Yeah, the music, I really love the music in this game. Like, when you pick up, how was it when... There's certain things you pick up in it. It plays like a really cool, like, little, is it a leitmotif? Yeah, that's what it's called. Like, a certain snippet of music that plays to represent something. So, like, you know, when the One Ring shows up in Lord of the Rings, like, there's a certain soundtrack that plays. Alright, here's this one. Oh yeah, one more to find. I think it's actually past that little bridge section. Like on the left-hand side of it when you look at it. So not worried about grinding out or picking up everything in each mission, but I do want to grab the big gold, the gold chests, and any items, because items sell for a good amount.
You looking for me? For B. Ugh.
I do want to get all my moves and stuff, even though I'm not going to use any moves besides the charge attack.
That damn shark's still out there, boy. I can hear the sound. With that dinner bell. Ain't nothing left to eat around here except goblin runts and bottoms.
You looking for me?
I spies you, Shotty.
I'll pop my ultimate here just to show it off.
Fight!
I don't think it's as powerful as your charge attack. I mean, it does weaken and curse them.
This one makes it tough.
Leave a ship without a squealing.
Still not entirely sure what curse does. I think it reduces their max health, which... Or again, I might be that confused with the Vermintide. I don't know. I don't know what curse does. Whoops. Forgot that was there. As far as I know, there's not like a set curse status in D&D, right? It's dependent on like the object or whatever that curses you. Whoops. It's really easy to actually trigger that attack because it's tap, forward, and RT. I'm constantly walking forward and holding RT, so I keep triggering that darn stun attack. So I think that's gonna take me to the last platform. I've been destroying the weapon racks. I should do that for the extra experience. So I think that's all that gives you. It might give you more loot rolls. I don't actually... I've got to go back and open up to that other thing. I don't need to for the attribute shrine, so I'm not going to worry about it.
How did a dumbass like Kessel find the shard anyhow? They say it found him. Who's that? Those floating wizards. They know all about it. Jab you.
They shot above my head. Can they not shoot down? They can only shoot like a horizontal direction? There you go. There's a goblin weapon rack destroyed. Alright, there's the last platform. Which depowers the little magical barrier that's protecting the attribute shrine. So now I can grab that before we go fight the final boss. Or the boss for this mission. Not the final boss. Oh, that's right, attribute shrines. I like that little light motif. Yeah, I assume you don't get partial experience for doing the secondary objective, but I have no idea. So I got 9 out of 20. Yeah, right? I do. Honestly, I think it's hilarious. It's satisfying to hit them.
Boys.
Whoops. Alright, let's deal with the ads.
Come here, Shotty. Let's get to fight.
You smell like a dwarf, girl.
Alright, who's gonna cast? It's not. Come on now. Work. It's like a weird delay.
Stop her bouncing round.
Come on, charge your attack. Yeah, the charge attack is getting a little weird, but it could be my controller. My controller is like at death's door right now. Sometimes inputs just don't work.
If she
can consider it a difficulty mod. I play every game in hardcore with controller. This is based off of they're 3.5, right? I don't actually know.
Did you want again? You can't shoot me with your sticks from there, girl.
3 or 3.5. Well, goblins hate doors. Also, welcome to the stream, Sith. Did you see your new badge next to your name? I'm familiar with 3.5. Well, no, I'm familiar with 2nd edition and 3.5 to an extent. If you've played Pathfinder 1E, or if you're familiar with Pathfinder 1E at all, if you're familiar with 3.5 as well, they're very, very similar. I mean, it's an action game too, so like, yeah, a lot of the rules get tossed out the window. Like your charisma score reduces your ultimate cooldown and stuff like that, which isn't actually a mechanic in D&D. That's a good time for a water break. Wow, I'm sitting here looking at my stats tick away. Yep, that's the 2nd highest tier. Top tier is black and red, which are the channel colors, so I thought that was fitting. I think I'm going to redo that one. I think the red is too dark. It's really hard to see. So I'm actually glad that you don't have that, because then, Alright, so actually, I don't know which one would be best. Her ultimate's not that great. Intelligence would probably be good for the reduced ability cooldown. But it's just for the heal. So I think she's fine with 10. I'm gonna just put it into strength for more damage. Just make her a straight DPS. Now you can make up to, what, 8 characters? So you can have 2 of every character if you really want to. So I think I may have made my Drist a little too well-rounded.
3.
3 dexterity and 3 charisma. Yeah, no, the dexterity is definitely a straight upgrade. I'll take that. Nothing there. Ultimate charge bonus, I don't care about that. I prefer the stamina, I think. Because this gives me more crit damage as well, so I'm gonna keep that. Sell everything else. Crit damage, I'll keep that as well. Plus I have the plus 8% critical hit chance modifier from that armor set.
My favorite human.
Different words for different tiers of Dawn. No, it's just BID for all of them. Just different color versions of BID.
Wow, all this? For me?
I think that what took me so long to make the unique badges, I couldn't decide if I just want to do like a B or BID. So I feel like BID looks a little too busy. But I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I think it looks pretty good.
Wow, all this? Mine now. Yeah, I can sell that. Bargain. Knock him dead out there.
Yeah, he's super affectionate too. Like he's such a good cat. Wasn't expecting him to be that, you know, social after being. I mean, again, the hospital we took him to at first said he was feral, but we've never seen that from him. He's always been super, super sweet. So he still has a slight scab under his chin from that initial wound. Other than that, he's doing great. Like right now, all we're doing is treating the diabetes, and that's, I mean, that's going to be an ongoing thing anyway, so. I forgot to upgrade my stuff. It doesn't matter. I don't need to. Could have used the extra feats. Well, I think I got all the damage feats that I'm currently using. So it actually doesn't matter. I don't need any other feats. Actually, I think it would be easier to play with her on or with mouse and keyboard, because I've been using controller for everything. Because I do like using controller for like third-person action games.
Have to watch that one. That guy's still alive. And now he's not. But yeah, I wish that the tutorial would go into more of the mechanics in this game when you played it, because again, the game does not give a good first impression, but once you dig into like the actual mechanics a little more, there's a lot more than the surface, or than a surface level. Like how backstabs and stuff works, like positioning your character around the enemies and things like that. Now with Caddy Bree, of course, Caddy Bree's just strong, but for like Drist, I was having trouble playing him because I realized you got guaranteed crits in the back. You'll have to watch that one.
I didn't take care of these guys. These guys gave me trouble in a previous level. Because they're just really strong enemies.
I'll need to find the hidden rune stones to open the door to the forge.
Yeah, but he doesn't have like any signs of being feral. He just, every time we go into the bathroom where we have to keep him because he has FIV, he can't socialize with the other cats. But he might have to get all of his teeth removed because of a mouth infection. If we do have to do that, he can then socialize with the other cats because he can't spread it. Because the only way to spread FIV is through bites. Yeah, we go in there, he's immediately on us, rubbing up against us, like he loves being rubbed. He even likes his belly being rubbed. Granted, my other cat's also like that. All my cats are very chill and very well-mannered. Which I like to think is because of how I raised them. I know some cats, you know, every animal has different personalities, but my cats are just great. Like, no hostility. Now, Apollo will defend the home from strangers. Like, if we're not here, and we have someone looking after our animals, he will hiss and attack them. He doesn't like strangers in the home. He's our head of security. But other than that, they're great. Like, if we're here, no problems with our animals, but... Oh, no, we're on top of the diabetes stuff. It was out of hand when we got him. I don't remember what it's called, but it was like at 450 or something. Like however they determine like how severe it is. I think we have it down to 100 or something now. Last time we checked. He has another appointment in like a week or two to get it another checkup for it. Make sure that we're on the right track. Because the vet had us doing half a unit of insulin. But now we're doing one whole unit.
You're a nasty fella.
Shooters finding a silk boys.
Oh crap! Didn't see this guy. Oh. Oh, whoops. Actually, I think he just saved my life by pulling me. Granted, the pull was what was going to cost me my life in the first place.
What you wait? Got me a charger.
Alright, let's heal up a little bit.
You believe I was kidding?
Oh no, we're giving the correct amount of food. We're not giving him food based off the diabetes. We're giving him food based off what he's supposed to have calorie-wise, which we didn't get from the vet. We just looked up, you know, a cat his size, how much food should he be eating? Like what's his calorie intake, which I think is like 200 calories. And then we just give him the vet recommended amount of diabetes, or not diabetes. We don't give him diabetes. The vet recommended amount of insulin, which is 1 unit currently. We'll see if it changes when we take him back for his follow-up. It's hit or miss. Honestly, I'm enjoying the gameplay loop, and I have been playing it a ton. Partially because I want to get my money's worth out of it, but also because I think that besides the gameplay and a few other things, the game's pretty fun. Actually, the gameplay is starting to grow me a little bit too. There's a lot more than, you know, the game indicates that it has. Like the combat's a little bit more nuanced. But I still think that it needs some tweaking. Like co-op play is still a slog to play through because there's constant stuttering and lagging. But like the looting and stuff is fun. And I think the map design is really well done. Not just aesthetically, but like the actual layout and like the exploration and finding all the secrets in each map is really fun. Which I've done most of them. There's still a few maps I haven't played yet, so I don't know all the maps. I'm just trying to get all my characters grinded up to 20. And get all the extra attribute points and stuff right now. So this fight is miserable.
Pin down that archer!
I don't want to get shot no more.
But I've been having fun with it. Like, I think I gave some critiques when it first came out, and I still think those are valid. But there is fun to be had, if you're looking for fun. Not for everybody. That's good. Yeah, no game is for everybody. Now, I'm not saying that Caddy Bree's fun to play. She's a very boring character. Oh, wasn't paying attention.
Ready for to cast.
I just wanted a
Yeah,
snack.
this is all Caddy Bree does. She just charge shots everything. But yeah, I mean, I'm having fun with it. But I do think, like this right here, I don't know what just happened. That was weird. Okay, this is new. Oh, come on, game. Yeah, I've never seen this before. This is the first time I've run across a bug like this. Huh. Here I was just trying to talk you up a little bit, game. And you squandered it. No checkpoint restart.
That's what I get for trying to give the game a compliment. It knows what it is. No, you can. You can, you can play her differently. Like, she has melee attacks and stuff, but the optimal way to play her is how I was just playing her. And it's the fastest way to kill all the enemies as well. So, like, because I don't care for
Though dwarven sappers had cut off access to
range builds anyway. I'm just trying to get through her to get onto the more fun characters.
People are so lucky I'm here. I mean, what would you do without
Start with your least favorite, work your way towards your favorite, and you get more, you know, replay value out of a game. At least that's how I do it. So, I started with Drist. I actually enjoyed Drist more than I thought I would. I guess in a third-person action game. You know, a fast attacker like Drist is going to be fun. But after Cady Bree, I'm moving on to Wolfgar and Brunor. Both of which I've already played a little bit. I think Wolfgar's at level 5, and Brunor's at level 7. And if you play co-op, it's more fun. I have like the whole 4-party. Oh, I see it. I see it. I missed that the first time. Yeah, I've never had an issue actually completing a mission. I never had a bug like what we just saw. But I have heard of people having issues like that, so. I've probably just been very lucky. The developers finally said something. They're going to address some of the issues that people have brought up about the game. But also, I wonder because when the developer asked Wizards of the Coast to make this game, because they've been trying to do it for a while, and Wizards of the Coast finally gave them the okay. I have a high FOV, so sometimes it's hard to grab stuff. There we go. Wizards of the Coast straight up bought the company. Bought the developer. So I'm wondering how much say Wizards of the Coast had in like the design of this game. Because initially the developers are going to make an isometric game like the original Dark Alliances. So I wonder if Wizards of the Coast changed that. And I'm sure that Wizards of the Coast made them release the game before it was actually ready. As well, I'm sure they had like a deadline through the publisher. Which I think that's the biggest problem. That's why indie games end up being so much better than AAA games. Is that they don't have publishers usually to deal with. And so they can release the game when it's ready. Versus, you know, just pushing it out just to get a game out every year or whatever, you know, their goal is.
I'll need to find the hidden rune stones to open the door to the forge.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad for the developer for this game though, because they had been trying to get a D&D license for a while to make a Dark Alliance game, and actually the concept gameplay for the isometric version they were working on looked really good. I mean, it was very early stages, but it looked good. And so I want to know why they decided to go with the third-person game. They said it was because they got more funding. Just expand on the isometric experience. I mean, that's what Dark Alliance is known for. So why not continue to build off that, like what's already there? Of course, all this is speculation. I don't know if Wizards of the Coast caused any of it or not, or what have you. Because supposedly this developer, they've made one other game. Supposedly that other game is pretty good. It's a isometric action game, like they were gonna make with the Dark Alliance title. Oops, I didn't do that.
Come on, Shotty, give us
Yeah, you can like get in and do melee and stuff. It's just you do more damage with the bow, and you do more damage with Caddy Bree the closer you are to enemies, even with the bow. So you're rewarded for getting close to the action, which I think is a great touch. Oh,
giving us the business.
I'm gonna do that.
Looks hot. Where's your pride, Shotty? Come here. I was going to eat you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because, I mean, indie game, they might have to push it out because they ran out of funding. You know, they probably took out a personal loan or something like that to fund it. They run out of money, and if it doesn't sell well, they can't continue to give it support. Like, they have to move on with their lives if it doesn't do well. That's why I really like channels like Splattercat Gaming. They give an avenue for these indie games to be discovered. So, I do like this channel for that reason. I think other content creators like that. They do a service to these indie developers, and it's respectable. Like you'll see on my channel, there's been a few games that I've played that were done by a solo developer, like a Galaxy Squad. I'm trying to showcase those guys. I respect the heck out of solo developers. DeJorin is another one. I didn't do a very good showcasing of that game because it kicked my butt, but again, another solo developer. In fact, there's another solo developer game coming up that I'm going to be playing when it comes out. And I'm looking forward to it. Because I actually have a little bit of a history with that developer. Don't know him personally, but he's the reason why I started doing Let's Plays. Yeah, I know about Double A. And so with Double A, I assume that there's Single A and B. Because Double A games are like it's like Vampire that came out, what, 2017? That's a, or 2018? That's a Double A game.
Ready.
I think like all the, is it Piranha Bytes? Piranha Bytes are Double A games.
Shooters, playing in a zip bites.
Spider, is it Spider Software? Spider something. Not the CRPG guy. Mars Warlogs and the Technomancer. The developers that make that. They're Double A.
I wouldn't even
One second.
hungry.
Yeah, one downside of streaming this is I can't pay as much attention to chat as I would like. Oh, missed that. Yeah, I think Double A is enough. I think it's all funding is how you determine it. Don't quote me on that though. Because indie is determined whether or not it's like a corporation, or if it's an independent developer that doesn't have a publisher. Though some indie games can have publishers too, but usually it gets picked up after they start development. Yeah, I love indie games. It's very rarely do AAA games catch my attention anymore, because they feel so the same, like so samey. Because they're tailoring to a wider audience. They can't be as niche. Wow, more legendary. I think that's a ton legendary in this character. Where like indie games, they can pursue their passion and they know who their target audience is going to be. Where AAA games, they're trying to pander to every audience. And so you make you know, a game that's mediocre in every way versus a game that's like really good in a single way.
For B. Ugh.
Come here, Shotty. Get to business.
Oh, okay, I was in range of that. Okay. The more you know.
This one thinks he's tough.
Shit with all this rocket.
That hit me? I was moving to the side. You usually can dodge that. I think it's dependent on how far away you are. If you're really close to him, you can't just move to the side. If you're a little further away... Let's go and pop this. Hardly ever have to use it. Of course, he resists it as soon as I use it. I think some units, some can resist it. I think some are just straight up immune to being grappled. And I think, unlike Drist, she's going to gain more benefit from using 2 different armor set bonuses.
Your meat's too fresh for me.
But we'll get into that once I start grinding out for my armor sets.
It would take
It's
all
not a concern right now.
stones to open the door to the forge.
I'm pretty sure it was considered AAA. Yeah, well, it's gone up because they advertising and stuff, and they've made it a corporate thing. Like, I mean, if you look at the bonuses and stuff, like the CEOs and executives get in these, you know, AAA studio or AAA publishers. Like, what's his name? Kotick, Bobby Kotick, or whatever the heck his name is, the guy in charge of Activision right now. I mean, he gets paid an obscene amount of money. If they weren't paying people that much money, you know, games wouldn't have to be so expensive. It's because they make it expensive to develop games. Why do I need to go up there? Why is a secret up there? What, the cost of games? No, I think $60 is... I should probably go the other way. So we have to go this way too. I'm gonna go back around the other side. In fact, I think they could do less since a lot of it's digital now. They could reduce the cost because they don't have to manufacture the discs. I mean, they still do, but they don't make as many. Like, I think that's gonna cut costs more than the development. The development, I think, has been, you know, the same price-wise. Take into account like inflation and stuff. Now I'm not an economics guy, so this isn't something I'm well versed in. But based on my understanding. Oh yeah, microtransactions dominates the market right now. It's absurd. Like, that's where Epic gets all their money from. They're still running Epic Game Store at a deficit. At least based off the end of the year report showing how much money they were giving the developers for exclusive titles. Like, they're able to fund that just through, you know, Fortnite.
You looking for me?
And obviously, developers using their engine.
Whoa, have to watch that one.
But most of it's through microtransactions. That's why there's so many mobile games coming out too. Like Blizzard's getting in on that action. All right, dude. There we go.
Hit me from there.
Yeah, again, take a lot of what I say with a grain of salt because again, not an economics guy. I'm just a passionate video game guy. Just like video games.
Let's see what you got.
I think increased graphics really changes the cost of a game. I mean, maybe time, because they're making larger games, so there's more moving parts. So yeah, I mean, time is a cost factor as well. That's fine. Because if we both don't know what we're talking about, we can disagree with each other because neither one of us can truly be right. But I mean, if you look at like a lot of the games that are sold for $60, like FIFA and stuff, they don't change anything when they release the next title. So it doesn't. That's not more expensive to make. That should be cheaper because it's the exact same thing, just pushed out again. Yeah, all those repeat titles anyway. I know this is the same for every AAA game, but
You should have stayed in your huddle.
whoops.
For the battle hammers! I see you there, baddies.
Holy crap! I almost one-shot that guy. Okay. Didn't know I could do that much damage. Need to get a little closer to these guys. Yeah, I mean, again, certain AAA games, sure. But I think the price should also change depending on the game. So, like, FIFA should cost $5. Because they make most of that money off microtransactions anyway. In fact, it should probably just be free. But, they would never do that. That's crazy talk. Because it is the same thing, just regurgitated every year. But yeah, like Last of Us 2, unique titles like that are actually, being innovative and pushing forward with the development of the game, sure. This should just be like a set standard for the industry. Just charging $60 for a game just to charge $60 for a game. That's silly. But I'm also not a businessman, so who knows? Maybe. Maybe not. Dang it. That's right, I went down there.
Here for the spotlight.
Shooters lining us up by.
This one thinks he's tough.
Oh, it crawling.
Oh, whoops. I dodged it. Did not. Oh. Didn't even see that one coming out. I mean, I did, but at the last second.
Get over there, Shotty.
Alright.
Oh, you're super annoying, man. You gonna stop doing that? 'Cause that'd be great. I do like the overall playstyle of Caddy Bree. Like the close-up archer, like melee archer, sounds really cool. But she's just so broken. Look at this. I'd have died like 7 times over with Trist right there. Because I'm bad at the game. Yeah, absolutely. And I know some companies, they do give developers a bonus depending on how well the game sells. But like the executives and like CEOs, they always get that bonus. So I mean that's just a drain on the company. They don't do anything. Like for game development anymore. Like sure, they're supposed to direct, but most of them don't even know anything about games. Like they're just business people, which makes sense. It is a corporation. But like they should be able to give deadlines and stuff like that. I understand it's a business first for them, but I mean, I don't know. I'm passionate about games. I don't want crappy games, man. That's all.
Who wants to be first?
Oh yeah, by the way, quick, I don't know if you guys like the Ultima games, but EA is taking the Ultima games down off of GOG, Ultimas 1 and 2, and also Syndicate Plus and Syndicate Wars. So if you want to get those, now's the time to do it, because they get taken down on the 28th. Another scummy practice, taking games off the market so people can't buy them. Hate that. Now, if they're going to remaster it, I get it. But if they're going to remaster it, they're not going to announce it so people buy up the game right now. Then they release the remaster and people buy that too. So that's another scummy practice. Announce they're going to remaster it, or just, you know, say you're not going to. By the way, if you're going to... Yeah, that takes me to games as a service, which is a whole nother problem. You know, putting a limited lifespan on a game, that's scummy. Yeah, it's not great, gameplay-wise. It definitely needs a lot of tweaking, but I think the gameplay loop is really fun. I enjoy the loot. I enjoy the exploration. I like the grind. These little puzzles are pretty neat. Nothing extravagant, but you know, for a game like this. All right, light up that glyph. I don't remember where all the glyphs are in here. I always forget. I think it's this one. I don't know where this glyph is at. So I'll just save that one for last and figure it out then. Because I know where the other two are at, right? Because this one's up in this corner. Right there. And this one is this one. It's it's right there on that pillar. I still don't think I've ever found this last one, though. I have no idea where it's actually. I haven't looked inside yet, have I? Probably over here. So I looked through here, like this looks like it would be a slot for it. Like you'd see the glyph through there, but I don't see it. Or the rune. Yeah, I have no idea where that last one's at. It's alright. If you figure out 3 of them, you just have to guess the last one. Yeah, but a game doesn't have to cost that much to be made. Like, take into account, like, all the extra stuff, like, how much executives get made. Hundreds of millions of dollars. And then, the worst part is like, they have executives or CEOs that run a game, like, a company into the ground. Like Bobby or Robbie Kotick, whatever his name is. And then he just gets hired on somewhere else, because CEOs just get, like, constantly recycled. Which I've never understood that.
can't shoot me with your sticks from there,
This
girl.
one makes it tough.
Yes, I can.
Ready for to catch. Come here, shotty. Let's get to business.
But yeah, I mean, I still think that like, some games are probably worth more than $60. Some are worth less. But I think it all depends on the title. Well, they also sell a lot. Like, a lot of it goes to marketing. So these large AAA games, they make these generic games, but they do a lot of marketing. So, like, the average gamer, the average person, like, that, you know, has a full-time job, family, and all that stuff, they just see what's on TV. Oh, this game looks neat. Or it's a franchise they're familiar with, like Far Cry or Assassin's Creed. And so they buy that, or FIFA, for instance. There's a lot of guaranteed sales from, like, games like FIFA as well. Like, people just buy the next iteration of it, no matter what it is. So a lot of that funding goes into marketing because it works. People see it, say, hey, that's what I want to buy. They don't, like me, I peruse Steam like every day, just looking for new games, indie games, things like that. CRPGs mostly, but, you know, a little bit of everything. Like, I constantly get updates from GOG, seeing what, like, new old games they're adding to the store. But most people don't do that. They don't have the time to do that. I make the time because I'm super passionate about it. But for your average player, they're gonna just get what's on TV. Was that guy throwing spears at me? Okay.
I knew it'd end like this.
Yeah, most games aren't worth full price. I agree with that. Most games are not worth $60. Because while some games, like the open world games like Assassin's Creed Origins or, you know, Far Cry, you will get 60 hours of gameplay out of it, which I consider worth $60. It's the same thing every time. There's not usually a lot of innovation in those games. And so you're basically paying full price for a repeat product. And I'm saying that as someone who likes, I do enjoy the Far Cry games. I love Far Cry.
Woohoo! Look at me!
Granted, I haven't played... Out of the new ones, I played 3 and 5, and I played the originals. I think Dark Alliance is AA, but don't quote me on that. I don't know how much funding Wizards of the Coast gave the developer. Dark Alliance is only $40. But yeah, it's not worth $40. Not at all. I think it's a $15 title at most. Like it needs more polishing to be worth $40. Hey, welcome, William. Glad to have you here, man. It's yeah, if you get the deluxe edition or whatever it is, there was a $59 version. But the base cost was 40.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
It's so bright up here.
In fact, big Steam sale going on right now. I bought so many games for like two and $1. It was great. $2 and $1. I had a pretty good haul today. Now I did end up spending $34 on one game, which I kind of regret doing. But the rest of the games are like 59 cents in the series. I was like, well, I got to do that. So. I'll keep that. I could do critical chance. This is better. Yeah, I prefer the dexterity. So we'll keep that. Oh, I like that helmet. I'll need more battle hammer piece for the reduced cooldown, which I don't really need. I'm not gonna swap this out. Alright, so I need one more Goblin Reaper piece. For the next crit thing. So I probably won't be swapping these out. Oh yeah, my feats. So the damage feats I got already are the plus 5% physical damage bonus, 10% physical damage bonus for charged arrows, which is what all I'm using, and then 50% physical damage bonus on enemies below 25% health, and plus 40% critical damage from arrows. Ton of damage.
Could you go on an adventure or something? I want to get inside my wagon and get warm.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, the old ones. EA's taking them down from the marketplace, so if you want them, get them on GOG. They're on sale for like $1.49 a piece. So you get both of them for $4.90, or for $2.98. That's what I spent on both of those games.
My favorite human.
Well, I'm not talking about Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I'm talking about Syndicate Wars and Syndicate Plus. Yeah, Hawkeye's got the right of it. The old games. And Ultimas 1 and 2.
Gee,
They're being
thanks.
taken down by EA as well. So
Yep, I'll take that.
get them while they're hot and on sale until the
What a
28th.
deal.
Because after the 28th, they will not be available anymore.
Yeah, I'll take your junk. For me, you shouldn't.
Well, I'm sure you can find them somewhere online, like a emulator site or like ModDB
Bargain.
probably.
No takebacks. What a deal. Gee, thanks. Yeah, I can sell that. That works for me. Bargain. For me, you shouldn't have.
Oh, let me upgrade my potions before I forget.
What a good choice. Commerce rocks. Trading, trading, trading. Good eye. Just take it already. That's a steal. Good call. Oh, yes. Sweet. Just give me your money. That's a steal.
There we go. On to the next one. Well, I think they're worth a look, especially for $1.49 or whatever they're being sold for. I think it's $1.49. Yeah, $2.98, $1.49.
The Order of the One Light.
I
they
could do
call
this. Yeah,
themselves.
may as well. It's not like I'm gonna die. So, let's keep ramping it up.
No wonder we just left you people behind. You'd slow him way down.
Trying to, but Bring It Dawn can't be wrong. I'll say, Matthew, did you see the new thingamajig, the new badge? Pretty proud of it, though. It's a little harder to see. I was debating whether or not to do a solid color for the badge, or to do like the what do you have right there, the fade from like white to whatever color. So I feel like this is harder to see. But the solid color just looks so bland, which I guess doesn't really matter because it's very tiny. Oh, this is a really cool cutscene. I don't think I've showcased this on the channel yet.
You brought me back. But there is only one master of the shard.
Alright, that's related. It's not the exact amount. I think that's, what, 6 months or something? The blue? That's a rough estimate. 24 months is the black and red one. Well, thanks, man.
Kessel was bad enough in the first go-round.
I meant to do that a
Now
while
these
ago, but I
creepers are
couldn't
doing
decide if
who
I just
knows
wanted to do
what
a
to it in
B
their
or
secret
BID.
lair. And all for the shard.
Because I think the B would have just looked cleaner, but I'm not... Yeah, my name isn't just Bring It On, so... I think the BID is just... It is a better badge. I'm gonna make some emojis as well. Haven't got around to doing that quite yet. So I'm trying to make all the emojis a pun of my name. So I'm trying to work my creative muscles. Wait, is there not a thingy down here? Oh, it's just the urn. Oh, okay, the urn in this. I don't really care about destroying the urn, honestly. Yeah, game prices usually drop, though sometimes they don't. Sometimes, like Call of Duty, they don't reduce the price of the old games because they want people to buy the new ones. Which makes sense, but still crappy. And then you also run the risk of a game just not being sold anymore if you don't buy it as soon as it comes out. See, it get taken off the market all the time. Whoops. I was stuck right there. That's crappy. Yeah, Nintendo just gets more expensive. The games you could have bought for like $40 back in the day are like $60 now. Oh, does it? I didn't know. Well, congratulations, man.
Kessel was bad enough in the first go-round. Now these creepers
Feel
are
free to
doing
share
who
if you
knows
want.
what
You don't
it
have
in
to
their
tell
secret
everybody, though.
lair. And all for
You don't
the
need to embarrass
shard.
yourself like that.
We do not have the resources for a lengthy siege.
Levistus is calling you home!
Yeah, another upside of indie games. Like indie games, like I play a lot of old games too. Like, a lot of those are like 59 cents on this sale. Like, was it Konung? Konung 1, 2, and 3? Which is weird that Konung 1 and 2 are on Steam, and then Konung 3, or 2 and 3 are on GOG. Come on, let me up. What are you doing? Stand up. Oh my goodness. I wonder if there is a... I don't know if one of this, your attributes affects how long it takes for you to stand up.
This one thinks he's tough!
Because sometimes I feel like I can get up like right away, then other times it takes forever. Yeah, anything that requires a server or an online connection. There's a lot of single-player games that require online connection, which I think is stupid. You know, because then you have like all these companies like Comcast who have monopolies in certain areas, and if they just, you know, their service isn't great, my internet goes out all the time. You know, then I can't play these single-player games that you have to be connected to the internet
Why
for.
would the Order reanimate Kessel? The shard already
It's just really stupid. I understand it's like for DRM reasons and stuff, but screw that, you know? GOG doesn't have DRM. Buy from GOG.
Take care, Sith. It's good talking to you, man. Even if you were entirely wrong about the economics behind video games.
Assuming their numbers don't grow.
Yeah, that's why I don't try to get invested in multiplayer games too much. I've gotten back into Hunt Showdown again. My buddy convinced me to get back into it. So I don't play it while I'm in school because, you know, for pretty obvious reasons. I mean, one day I'll stream that on the channel. We'll see. Oh! Okay. I know he had a follow-up swing to that. I think the first hit usually kills me, so I didn't expect a second attack. I hope so, man. And I'm pretty good. My skill level hasn't really dropped off like I thought it was going to.
Kessel was bad enough in the first go-round. Now these creepers are doing.
Though every
who
time
knows
I've taken the
what to in
Terminus
their
into
secret
a
lair.
game, I have not
All
shot
for
it
the
once. I just
shard.
die. So I don't think I'm gonna use the Terminus anymore or try to use it.
You looking for me?
So I can't just run past these guys. I've already killed them once.
I will have your soul, princess.
Let's pop this.
Now come and fight.
Oh.
I will show you the power of
It wasn't the fact that he got knocked up. I'm used to that, but the fact that it took him so long to react to being killed. He just was standing there and then shot into the air. That was funny. Oh, these guys get hard. I forgot that I'm playing on a harder difficulty. I am playing on tier 4. Yeah, I love Hunt Showdown. I'm not big into Battle Royales either. It's the only one that I've enjoyed. And the gunplay is just so much fun, because everything's just so much slower paced. Because you don't, there's only like one automatic weapon in the game, and you can't use it at a distance or whatever. You know, it's very, it's a good game. If you're into competitive shooters, and if also you don't mind losing all your progress. Which, I mean, you are always making progress. Like, I think the game feels fair. Even if you lose a character, like, you're still making progress level-wise and all that stuff, so. But it's not for everybody. But between that and Siege, I'd say that Hunt is actually a better shooter than Siege. I used to say Siege was the best one. These guys blow up when they get near you. Son of a, really? He delayed that dot or that attack for so long. Yeah, I got really into Siege back when Blackbeard was released. That's when I started playing. And I played it up until, I think, Sam Fisher was
Kessel
released
was
for the
bad
game.
enough in the first go-round. Now these creepers are doing who knows what to him in their secret
Like, on and
lair.
off. It wasn't consistent.
And all for the shard.
I played a bunch of ranked. And it was on console, and I had moved, like, you know, I'm a PC gamer. I had it on a console because my buddy played on console. And it's just not as good of an experience as it would be on PC. No, I'm not buying it again. If I could transfer it to PC, maybe I'd play it some more, but it's just not.
All children are mentally. You're no exception.
But yeah, Hunt Showdown, absolute blast. But again, it is a slower paced shooter. I think it's more of a tactical shooter than Siege is now.
This one thinks he's tough. You looking for me?
Simple fool.
Yeah, yeah. I like the tactical aspect of it, but now it's all, you know,
Why would the order reanimate Kessel? The shard
it's
already
everything's so much
arrived.
more fast paced now. It's always rush, rush, rush.
Crystal Remnant. You see him as a prophet. wonder they offer us any resistance at all.
Also, it didn't help that I played solo queue a ton. For ranked anyway. Like when I played with my buddy, we didn't play ranked.
For the frozen one, I fall under the hook.
I solo queued my way to Plat 1 or Plat 4. Whichever one is right next to Diamond.
Constant interruption.
I'm just gonna go up here and shoot these guys. I don't need to be down there. Also, Hunt doesn't have a ranked mode, so like the ladder rankings are based off your KDA.
It's time for fighting!
So I think that's nice too, like not having a ranked mode. Because whenever I play a competitive game, I get really into ranked. League of Legends, Siege, things like that. Luckily, I've cut most of that out, but I just like seeing that little number go up, you know. And when I play, it always goes up. I was okay. It got a little harder because there's a lot more mouse and keyboard guys on console now. And being someone who plays a lot of games on PC, I understand. Most people understand it, but like I understand how much better mouse and keyboard is for a shooter than controller. And so that was super frustrating. Also, I used to play a lot of For Honor too. When that first came out, I was a dive. Like I played when they first released ranked, so not a lot of people were playing. But I actually got placed in Diamond when I played it. That's the highest rank I've been in any game. Because then in League of Legends, I made it to my promos for Diamond, but lost them. And I just stopped playing. I need to cut that game out of my life anyway. So I don't play a lot of competitive games anymore. I play Hunt because it's a fun little co-op experience.
Help this child find the
I don't feel like I really have to commit time to it because it's not a ranked.
Come on, the voice calls.
You looking for me?
Yeah, they are addictive. It's like one more game, man. Or like if I lose a game, I can't stop playing. I have to play until I win a game. Or, you know, I have to keep playing until I'm positive from where I started for the day. Which doesn't always happen. You can lose a lot of games in a row.
Place to bring down that barrier.
Yeah, it's rough. That's why I try not to play ranked stuff anymore. Another reason I like Hunt Showdown. Because I don't have to worry about ranked and numbers and all that stuff. Do you want this money?
If I can get access to Kessel, I know I can get him to sign a contract.
It's time for fighting!
Sign a contract. What's this guy talking about signing a contract? I don't know what this is. You think it hit?
Mighty arrows!
This was an embarrassment.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I try to stick to single player now because I don't have a lot of time to play games anyway. During the summer I have a little bit more time while I'm not in school, so that's why I stream more often. So I try to stick to single player because it's more fun. I think they're more fulfilling as well. Because is it like a definitive ending to single player games?
You overreach. Check your ambition. Sometimes
So you can play it and complete it, you don't have to keep coming back to it.
Shard mages.
I do like that little stun attack she has. I don't like it when it accidentally goes off and I don't go off, but... Whoa! What? Yeah. I was making progress. Like, it doesn't... I don't know. I like having definitive endings. That's why I don't play a lot of roguelikes on the channel. Because it's hard to, like, know when you end a Let's Play, you know? It's like,
Kessel was
I can
bad
do another
enough
run,
the first
or, you know, with
go-round.
Dungeon of the Endless, for
Now
instance,
these
you can run
creepers are doing
another...
who knows what to him in their secret lair.
do a
And
run
all
with
for the
another ship after
shard.
you beat the game. So you didn't truly beat the game until you've done all the ships. Same with like FTL and things like that. Which is great because, you know, replay value, you get more bang for your buck, but yeah, for Let's Plays, it's like, you know, when do I stop playing this?
we have a companion.
Pass these guys and get back to where I was. That guy one-shot me. Well, I think I was missing some health. So it wasn't like a true one-shot, but still, that did a ton of health. I thought I was going to shoot that laser beam out.
Surprising. The abyss was
They did a big shockwave attack. I know. Plus, I played my fair share of multiplayer games since, like, you know, League of Legends came out up until 2019. I mean, I didn't play it the whole time because, like, while I was in the military, I didn't really put time into it. When I deployed, I couldn't play it at all. But for those years, that was my most played game. Oh. Alright, screw you, man. I'm going up here. I get this attribute point.
The voice calls us.
There we go. Nothing to it. Second try is the charm. But also, in the same token, you know, roguelikes make for good content for a channel because you just keep replaying it. Give infinite content. Oh gosh, infinite content. All right. Attribute point not required. Acquired. I know how to talk. Just run past him. There we go. Already fought him. Already beat him.
Don't need to do it again. I play a little recklessly. I can play a little further back. But it's faster to play up close because I do more damage. And also, I do think roguelikes make for good watching as well. I like watching people play roguelikes. I don't like the card craze that's going on right now. Like, Slay the Spire came out, where I was like, oh, we should add cards to our game. Like, if it's good with the cards, sure, but
They pray.
everybody and their mother wants to do it right now.
We are the devout.
Yet. We are besieged.
Why, yes, you are. You're besieged.
To the one light.
So I'm pretty sure he keeps shooting that laser beam until he hits somebody with it. Because I've seen him cast the thing for a long time. Maybe I shot him? I don't remember. Yeah, he's kind of casting short, I think.
More souls to fill our quota.
Well, I found some helmets. I've only found one helmet per her so far. Well, I guess no, this is my second helmet. Well, they didn't one-shot me. It's okay. We're in a bit of a loop here. It's been the hardest mission I've done so far. It's also the hardest difficulty I've played with her. Because I had the power for it. I never really got into Isaac. I didn't watch a lot of people play it. Like the FTL craze, watched a ton of that. Back when Vanguard of Valor were still uploading. And Get Dave and stuff. Tried watching some Monster Train stuff, but I didn't really know what was going on because I don't know anything about the game. Also, roguelikes are one of those few genres that I'm comfortable with watching because there's no spoilers, because they're not usually story-driven. So I can watch them and not worry about not having played it yet. So there's a lot of Let's Plays I avoid because there's a game I plan on playing and I don't want spoilers. So that's another conflict when it comes to Let's Plays.
Show me your fight, princess.
I feel like she takes a lot longer to drink potions than Triss does. Which is fair, since she's overpowered.
Who wants to be first?
Despite how I'm playing her, she is overpowered. Don't worry about my
Let's see what you
gameplay.
got.
It's not the best demonstration.
manipulate.
Their intentions are transparent, as are their methods.
I don't have time for this distraction.
Whoa! You have to watch that one.
One life will consume them.
Oh, you jerk. These guys right here are super annoying because they charge at you, then they explode when they die.
Shinobon is with me.
I think games with a good gameplay loop are also fun to watch, like Vermintide.
I see you there, baddies.
So I thought about
You
streaming.
looking
I've
for
tried
me?
streaming it in the past, but I can't get it streamed smoothly. Whenever I try to stream it, it comes out like super choppy. I don't know why, because it runs fine on my computer when I do it. It just like the actual output looks very bad. I tried changing the bitrate and everything. I've tried all the fixes I could think of because I'd love to stream Vermintide. I just don't know why I can't.
Can't have enough arrows.
I think I do. Pretty sure this is a magic quiver, buddy. Alright, buddy, calm down. I think because they're out of their aggro range. They can't be grappled. Of course. Oh, these are elites, too. Might be dead if I can't get up. There we go. They're all my potions. These guys are a pain in the butt. It's that leap attack.
Dawn will find you eventually.
Well, if I have another checkpoint, I'm gonna take it instead of increase the loot rarity. Well, hold on, the boss fight is a checkpoint. Never mind. Make it to the boss fight and I'll be fine.
This one challenges great Cinnabon itself. Defend us! It's from this meddling child.
Oh, daddy.
Oh, hit this guy. Whoops. Can't move.
Come, child, and I will show you the power of ambition. Subdue medicine, child.
I assume killing this guy will get rid of the ghosts. But I don't know. Of course I can't move. There we go. Oh man, that You know what? I'm not even gonna say it. He knows who he is. That's a legendary. Fantastic.
The shard torment will never be found. We don't need to find it. Just secure it. Secure it. How? It could be anywhere in the Dale.
Let's see what you got.
Smell your salt from here,
Okay, I was double dodging, but maybe just do the single dodge. So the evade instead of the dash. That's what it's called. I missed one urn. What if it's in the final boss fight? Because there's one boss fight where you find one of the Dwarven mugs when you're fighting the bosses.
Ghost Brothers!
Did you bug out?
Arrows of might!
Oh, these guaranteed crits too? Oh, nope, nope. Just have a high crit chance. So I don't know, with the spread shot, look, I don't know if every arrow has an individual chance to crit or not. The crit is off to the side. There's a bunch of other damage values. I don't know if like the one to the side is the one arrow that's critting or if they're all critting. I don't know. Gia, welcome to the stream.
I'm carrying this team. Again.
Yep. People were okay. I keep getting comments on this one video. People are complaining about the length of the video because they think it's a guide, but it's a let's play. So I keep getting these comments in this one video. People are like 40 minutes to explain a 2-minute act. I'm like, it's a let's play. It's not a guide. Yes, and it's not very good. I'm playing it because it's fun to be had, but it needs a lot of work. It needs a lot of work.
Constitution and Wisdom is not as good as Dexterity and Charisma, so I'm going to keep what I currently have. Let's see. I mean, this gives me 5, I think, right? The higher crit chance. Do I want the higher crit chance, or do I want the necrotic damage? Because it also curses them. I'm going to do this. Don't know if it's the more optimal path or not, but why not? So stamina, hit points, and stamina. Guess I'll go with that. I lost the Goblin Bane bonus though. Maximum stamina bonus. More resistances. This might be better. At least fire resist. I think I'll just keep this for now. Let me change this back to the Goblin Reaper set. I'm gonna just rock this bonus while I finish grinding her out, I think.
So?
Yeah, no, it missed the mark. Definitely missed the mark, which is a shame. There is fun to be had in it, but it's not. Again, it needs a lot of work. I keep saying it. Oh, I need to get this for sure. Might go down this path. Just get my damage. Well, let's finish this instead. Get more consumables and throw this out real fast.
Gee, thanks. Bargain. That works for me. Yeah, I can sell that. Mine now. Yep, I'll take that. For me, you should.
I mean, the game has a lot of strengths too. I'm not going to bash on the entire thing. Just the gameplay part of it is the weakest part. Like
back.
the map design, the
I'll take
loot, the aesthetics,
Mine
like
now.
everything else is really well done.
Sure,
The
why
soundtrack
not?
is really good.
Knock him dead out there.
It's just the gameplay itself is lacking, which is the most important part of a third-person action RPG. So it is a big deal. No, these are the Companions of the Hall from the Drist novels by R.A. Salvatore. So you have Drist, you have Catti-brie, Wolfgar, and Brunner Battlehammer. They're celebrities of the
No wonder we
D&D
just left you-
universe. This was initially supposed to be an isometric game like the original original Dark Alliance games. But they say they changed that because of funding. I forgot to buy potion upgrades. I mean, all my potions are upgraded, so it doesn't matter. But I am wondering if there was if Wizards of the Coast made them do that. Who knows? They mentioned Regis. But yeah, he's not actually in it. Can I get this? I might shoot that from here. I think maybe not. So that's the thingamajig. The attribute point shrine.
Constant interruption.
Oh, what? Huh, he survived 2 shots. Good for him.
Whoa! I'll have to watch that one. Destroying the urns will weaken the ritual these shitheads are performing.
Yeah. Well, because the developers themselves, the Took game, I think is how it's pronounced, they've gone to Wizards of the Coast several times to make a Dark Alliance game. And Wizards of the Coast finally gave them the okay, but then they bought the studio. They bought the developer studio. And so they had a lot of oversight, and I don't know how much that oversight impacted like the end result. Because initially they even had gameplay samples of the isometric version of the Dark Alliance game they were working on. And then they went third person with it for some reason. I'm not sure why or who did that. I mean, I know Wizards of the Coast, they have plenty of funding. I just don't know how much money they were willing to give these developers for this game. Alright, one of them. There we go. Yeah, they're from the books, the Icewind Dale saga. I haven't read them myself either. I'm familiar with them because they're in other games, and I've read up about them on the wiki. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. But this game is inspiring me to want to read the books, so maybe that was their plan all along. Make a subpar game so people will start buying the books.
I see you there, baddies.
Won't stop moving.
There we go. Can't get his attack off. He's dead.
Subdue.
That's the secret to tanking, is absurd amounts of damage. Yeah. This gameplay isn't super engaging. Whoops. So what's going to go that way? I think we have to go that way too. Oh crap. There we go. Yeah, I mean, that's one of my speculations as well, because that's what publishers do. Like, they give them a date that it has to be released by, even if it's not ready. So I'm sure the developers agreed to it when they first started, and then things just didn't go their way, because they're a relatively new developer. They only have one other game under their belt, which, again, I heard was pretty good. I saw some gameplay for it. It looks pretty good. It's an isometric looter game, so a strength of theirs that they then didn't pursue because they decided to make a third-person game. So I think that's a little weird. So that's another reason why I think Wizards of the Coast may have had some say in it, because their other game is a isometric action looter game, like Dark Alliance, or the original Dark Alliances. Can't get up there from here. I think it's this way. I told you, it's got a fun gameplay loop. They just need to make some tweaks to the actual gameplay.
Fresh targets.
I don't know. There's fun to be had. I am having that fun. Oh, gosh. Plus, I'll get my money's worth out of it, so. Oh, that killed me. Is that actual shockwave? I see them do that attack all the time. I've never seen a shockwave come out of it. Yeah, they could use more classes, but I mean, understand that they're going for the Companions of the Hall, so there wouldn't be a wizard from the get-go at least. They could always add one. Yeah, mages, and they're extremely popular. Not with me, I don't care for casters, but technically all these characters are mages in this game. They all have magic abilities. But it is set in a certain setting, so it makes sense story-wise not to have a wizard or some sort of caster.
Who wants to be first?
Of course, they can take creative liberties and add... Whoa! Add more. Or add one if they wanted to.
This meddlesome child.
Oh, I guess it does have a little shockwave that comes out of it. I've never seen that before. See, I'm the opposite. You can get rid of all the wizards in fantasy, and I'd be okay. I mean, magic. I do think magic can help a setting, but yeah, playing one. Ugh. They're nothing but a backline support for me.
It's time
Just
for
give
fighting.
my martial classes haste. Occasionally shoot a fireball out, and it's all good. Though I think playing the tabletop is a little different as well, because there's a lot more you can do in the tabletop, like a lot more freedom. You're not limited by, you know, a game's design. You're more so limited by imagination. So I might be willing to play one on tabletop. Yeah, for my front line. Well, I mean, I like casters on the front line too, like battle mages. Maguses. Paladins. Paladins are casters, so. I do love my paladins.
Come, child, and I will show you the power.
Yeah, I'm not digging the rogues either. Like, I almost, like, I want to like rogues. I can't. I just don't care for the class. Or dual wielding. I don't like dual wielding. I'm a simple guy. I got simple tastes. Give me a big hammer, or you know, a hammer and a shield. Let me smash things.
Hello, Batty.
Stygian Raiders!
Oh, that didn't kill him. Thought he was dead. Killed his buddy. Sprint! Oh gosh. Just spam the stun. That's a way to handle it. Oh yeah, no, I did play the Sorcerer in Dragon's Dogma for my first playthrough. A lot of games I do play a mage class my first playthrough, when I'm not playing on camera. Because I like to play with my least favorite thing and work my way through up to my favorite, which is the Mage Knight in Dragon's Dogma. Or Magic Knight? Mage Knight, what is it? Shoot, what's it called? I think it's Mage Knight. But yeah, I played a Sorcerer, actually twice, in Dragon's Dogma.
Ritual is still going. That means more urns to destroy.
Yeah, she has the worst animations out of all the characters, by far. But she's also the strongest character out of all the characters. Because of how the enemy AI is and all that jazz, so. Yeah, her animations are not good. A lot of the animations in the game are really stiff. Like everybody's running animations and everything. There's a lot of crystals right here.
The shard brings us. Come.
I think this one's the
Get to the other side real fast. She also drinks her potion a lot slower than Driss does, I think.
The shard.
I don't have a checkpoint, so I don't want to die here. Yeah, no, absolutely not. She cheeses the enemy AI. But she also does a ton of damage. Like, you'll see, I'm walking up to the enemies. I'm not trying to cheese them. You can. But that's not fun. I thought there'd be a soul coin up here, but I guess not. Yeah, Mystic Knight, thank you, yeah. Love the Mystic Knight.
Lepistus is calling you home! Arrows of might!
Her ultimate's not great, though. Not a big fan of it. Because her default attack is much stronger than her ultimate. These guys are really easily cheesed because they do that little roar thing, I think, whenever they're staggered. So he stands up. Oh, he didn't. Probably
Who
because he's on the
wants
cliff
to be
side.
first?
Harvest. The gale sends us her gem.
Yeah, he's about to do it right there. That little roar, the AoE damage. They always do that when they get staggered. So you just keep staggering them. Yeah, if you shoot at the ground, or at their feet, more projectiles hit. It does more damage. If you shoot them like this, they spread out more. So you want to aim at their feet, and it does more damage. Oh wait, I gotta break it. So they're trying to grab it. Alright. What's over here and if it's worth grabbing? I guess we'll see. Loot chest. It's always worth it. Yeah, well, I think they're trying to encourage the players to actually fight up close. So getting up close and shooting them in their feet. You also do more damage the closer you are. Your damage falls off pretty hard at a distance. So I think they recognize that, you know, she can cheese enemies, so they want you to be closer so you do more damage and all that jazz. Whoops, I have to warm up before I ran into the ice. So I do like the concept of her character, like a melee archer. That sounds really cool. I'd play that. Really anything melee. Just give me anything melee and I'm happy.
Just great Cinnabon itself.
Child's interference.
Whoops. It's not letting me aim. There we go. Come on, pull back. There we go. I hear ghosts. Come on, draw your bow, man. Also, I don't think these enemies can block her attacks. The guys with the shields. So they blocked that one. Yeah, but I guess it does so much damage, just goes straight through their shield. How? Oh, that guy's still behind me. I want to take care of all these ads. I don't know if they're going to stop coming here or not. I mean, I hope they do. Time out. Execute. Like, the execute moves and stuff are really cool too. Like, it's another level of combat that you don't really see in the early game. And they don't really explain to you in the tutorial either. Executes and backstabs. And I think a lot of people just don't even know that's part of the game. So there's a little bit more to the combat than most people realize, because most people don't play through past the early game.
Mission child.
Not saying it's enough to make up for, you know, the flaws in the game, but there is more there. The Death Knight, I like the Death Knight as well. I didn't play WoW, but if I had, it would have been the Death Knight that I played. The cultists? They're just called cultists. I don't know what species they are. Yeah, the Death Knights are really cool. Like anti-paladins.
And that's how it's done.
But yeah, definitely, even when I first played this game, I had a very negative opinion of it. I still do. For those of you that attended that first stream, y'all know. I was ragging on this game the entire time. But there's something to it. There's something that keeps bringing me back, and I think it is the gameplay loop and the loot. Like, I enjoy the missions, if not the gameplay itself. So some of the gameplay, once you start unlocking moves and you figure out the backstab and all that stuff and your combos, it is more fun than, you know, when you first start out. So I think maybe if they expand the tutorial and explain some of these other mechanics like parry, well, I think they explain parrying, but like backstabs, executes, go into more details like the moves and stuff.
Shoulda.
Explain a lot of the debuffs to like cursing enemies. I don't know what that does. Precision strikes, I can make some guesses, but the game doesn't tell me what precision strikes actually does. Things like that. But they need to expand some of the tooltips. Oh, did I not get the attribute shrine? I have to do that mission again. I can just run through it though. And this is better in a lot of ways. I prefer the crit chance, I think, though. For right now. Or... this helmet has better stats. This one looks cooler, though. If I do this, I can swap out my bow. Armor pen. And still keep that set bonus. Crit chance, armor pen, crit chance, and crit damage. I'd rather have the crit damage.
Oh, it's so bright up here. How do these people stand it?
What, this game? Yeah. Yeah, it was after that initial stream, because that's the first time I played it. I played it some more the following morning. And I started having more fun. Like, I don't know, once I unlocked some moves and started practicing my combos and stuff. There was something to it. And then I like the loot. Like, I like the loot grind experience in this game. Like, it feels good. I wouldn't say it's as good as Vermintide in that regard.
Well,
like, Vermintide's really good. I love
for
Vermintide.
something?
But there's definitely
Yeah,
something
I'll take
here.
your
Like
jump.
there is a spark to this game
Gee,
that keeps
thanks.
bringing me back. But I think you have to get past that very early stage of the game where it's not fun,
Yep. I'll take
which is
that.
a shame. Because, you know, there should be a point in the game where it's not
Mine
fun.
now.
But this game does have that in the very beginning. And people don't
me?
get past that, so they
shouldn't
immediately start hating on the game. And there's a lot to hate. Like, I
Wow.
understand
All
the grievances.
this?
Like, my critiques still stand.
Yeah, I
But-
can sell that.
There is something to appreciate. But I don't appreciate is having to go back to this mission because I forgot to get the attribute shrine because I was talking instead of doing what I was supposed to do. So, let's do it again. But I'm going to just sprint past everything and try and get to it. No, I swore I grabbed it. Did I? Maybe I just didn't level up. Did I level up? Yeah, that's how it usually is. Whenever somebody releases a new class or something,
Anybody got some
it's always
dough?
OP from
I
the
could
get-go.
really-
Did I not? I don't remember. Did I level up? Maybe I didn't level up. I thought that I did. I'll just run through it again and see. It won't take long. Because you can't just run past all the enemy mobs unless there's one you absolutely have to fight. But most of them you can just run past. Because they have a very small aggro range. I swore I got that. Maybe it was the previous mission. No, because you fight that little floaty guy. I think I got it. Let me check. If I got it, I'll just quit out of the mission, I think. Oh yeah, no, the Dwarf's early game is horrible. Because he has like just a 2-attack combo. And he has no reach. And his heavy attack knocks enemies out of his combo range. He's a better co-op character, I think. Kind of like Caddy Bree in that regard. Because Caddy Bree has a lot of support skills.
Only a fool would come
I'm just
here
gonna pass
alone.
these guys. Don't think I have to fight them, do I? Oh, I do. Shoot. Just have to get that lever. Yeah, I'm not saying this game is for everybody. I found something to appreciate with it, but it's still a very flawed game. So, hopefully developers do release some patches and tidy some things up, especially for co-op. That, like, lagginess to the co-op is just horrendous. It makes it so hard to dodge certain enemy attacks.
Have nothing but patience.
Actually, I think it makes it straight up impossible to dodge some attacks.
Destroying the urns will weaken the ritual these shitheads are performing.
Yeah, well, if you just spam the same 2 attacks, he actually does... I spam light attacks with him, and I did pretty well. I still think he's supposed to really use heavies. Now, if you do a light into a heavy with him, he does a stun attack, which is really good too. So light, heavy, he does like a little shield bash, and it stuns the enemy. If you do a heavy into a heavy, he still does that stun attack, but they're knocked out of his range, so you can't actually stun them because his heavy... That first heavy knocks him away. Alright, I'm not going to get loot. I'm just going to go for the attribute point.
Who wants to be first?
Oh, that's right, it's up here. Leave me alone!
One life more. This child seeks a lesson.
Alright, don't like how you can't shoot through that. But I do recognize this game's faults. I want to make that clear. So, like, I'm not recommending people to go buy this, especially not for $40. It is not a $40 title in any way, shape, or form. I can see maybe 20, honestly, but I'm feeling 15.
Positions.
So I don't remember where the. Oh, do I have to kill these guys? I think I have to kill these guys.
This one thinks he's tough.
That sucks. Most missions you don't have to fight on the mobs. It looks like this one you have to fight most of them. So much for being in and out real fast. Yeah, I'm trying to make my stance clear because I don't want to be the reason someone goes and buys this game. Because I don't think that they should. And if you can get it on Game Pass or something for free, go for it. Or, you know, if it goes on sale. Yeah, no, I definitely got this shrine. I gotta double check though, because I only got 1 attribute point.
For Battle Hammer!
I will show you the power of ambition.
starting to second guess myself. Yeah, because we killed this guy, and the shrine is up here.
Shooting bad guys never gets
Maybe I didn't
old.
grab it. Maybe I thought I did, and I just didn't. That is really funny. More people talking about Raid Shadow Legends. And Bitcoin. Yeah. I mean, again, I think the game was released too early. So if the developers are given the time and resources to fix it, I think it'll be fine. Maybe I just didn't grab this earlier. I don't remember.
Who dares interrupt our work? Destroy the intruders!
Get out of here. There you go. Did I go in there? I don't remember. Alright, maybe we'll fight these guys. I don't remember if we went down that tunnel or not. Honestly, I think Game Pass is a really good deal for, you know, people who play games anyway. The only downside is if games get taken off of Game Pass, you don't have access to it anymore. But, you know, gonna pay like a nominal fee for new games like that.
This one thinks he's
That's a
tough.
steal. I don't do it. I bought this game at full price. Sorry. I can't say that I've lived my entire life without regrets. Alright, that'll buy me some time to finish these guys off. Huh. Sounds pretty strict. I thought Australia had the strictest laws, but that sounds pretty,
The ritual is still going.
or at least, you know,
That
Australia has
means
the
more urns to
strictest
destroy.
rating system. Like, Disco Elysium, the final cut wasn't released in Australia for a long time. They had to change a lot of stuff in it, so it could be sold there. Yeah, I haven't heard a lot of good things about MechWarrior 5. Which is a shame because I do like MechWarrior. I was looking forward to it, but then they did that whole EGS thing. I was like, oh, no. That's okay. I just won't play it. So I do have to fight these guys.
Battle has challenges us.
Mighty arrows!
Let's do more damage to the guy behind.
Let us discuss options.
Oh, is it? Well, then I will definitely give it a shot then.
because I'm 'cause I remember I played BattleTech, and I used to play MWO, and then I played BattleTech, and I'd forgotten all about MWO. And I didn't connect those dots until I played. I got back into MWO again. I rediscovered my passion for Mech Warrior. It'd been a while. Which way do I need to go? Back this way. I'm not gonna go grab all that stuff. Yeah, I'm a big Mech Warrior fan.
For battle hammer!
I would like to have all the old Mech Warriors remastered and launched on, you know, modern systems.
Be gone.
Yeah, I've been on the fence for Mech Warrior for so long. I mean, I was eventually going to get it anyway, probably on like a deep sale. But granted, the community that I get a lot of that information from is a little biased when it comes to Mech Warrior. They're probably not the best source for information on that game. It's actually a lot, or mostly through like the Mech Warrior Online community, and they're a little bitter, so. I'm not entirely sure why Duergar works with these cultists. I haven't been paying that much attention to the story. I'm sure like some of the lore snippets I've picked up will tell me.
We have nothing but patience, child.
Oh, there's a chest up here you can grab. Well, imagine that. In the boss fight. I don't usually look for stuff in the boss fights, because, you know, you're busy fighting a boss.
Looking for me?
But it looks like it's worth looking around a little more, because I found a mug in another boss fight.
My affliction falls short.
Just spam and walk. Just spam and walk. Oh, he's spawning, guys. There we go.
How it ends.
More arcadey. Okay. Well, I'll definitely look into getting it then. It might be an upcoming Let's Play after I finish Biomutant. Never played the table. Well, I've never played any tabletop stuff. As much as I wanted to, haven't really had the opportunity. I'm sure plenty of people are. When they first announced that it wasn't going to be isometric, I was disappointed.